Welcome back to the channel, you beautiful lot. And in this video I'm going to be using some products that I promised myself I would never ever use to try and catch some carp. So let's get on with the video and let's see if I can be converted. Now, when it comes to ready-made rigs, the opinions are quite split. I personally felt that ready-made rigs was kind of like asking someone to do your job all day and then you still expecting to get paid at the end of the week. At the end of the day, you use rods, reels, bait, that's all made for you. But then you've got that last bit of business end, which is the rig, which you could add your own tweak to. To me, the mystery about carp fishing and the mystery of rig mechanics was using that rig that you tweaked over time that would give you an edge over other anglers. Now, I understand the benefits of ready-made rigs for those people who can't tie their own rigs, people who just have disadvantages or physical ailments where they can't actually make their own rig. So for rig making and being able to get those people fishing, it's an absolute lifesaver. But for those of us who can actually make their own rigs, what is there that could persuade you to stop making your own rigs and actually go out and buy some ready-mades? So let's compare some of the ready-mades to some rigs that I've tied using the same components. Now, these are the pole position sliding rig ring rigs and the fixer liner rig. Both made with tungsten flex coated braid, one with a strongbow size 6 and the other with a super hook size 6. Now, there is little to no difference between the ones that are already made and the ones I've tied up using the exact same components. And that, in fairness, does give me a little bit of confidence on these ready-made rigs and wondering if it's something I've been missing out on. In fact, 𝗃𝗶𝗆𝗿, other videographer, uses ready-made rigs all the time, and I cannot kind of understand why. Now, Pole Position offers several different types of rigs, and I honestly think they aren't that bad. The mechanics are really good and they look bang on, and there is definitely something there within the range for 90% of fishing situations. And the prices aren't that bad either. They start off at £2.75, and for that you get 2 rigs that are more than capable of catching carp, and you can take them out of the pack and cast them out straight away. Now, if you have a look on the website, you'll see that the majority of the rigs are made out of this. Now, this is the Tungsten Flex soft coated braid, which is a great all-round hook link and is also available on the website. However, with some of the fishing I do, I need a stiff hook link section, so basically like a Ronnie boom. But the lakes I fish have a Ronnie rig band, so this is where these come in. So these are the kickback section, £30 crimped 15cm hook link. And yes, basically it's a Ronnie boom section. And because of the Ronnie rig ban, I get to use these. Now, these are basically a combi section and you loop to loop them with the boom section. And because of some of the other components within the range, I can combine this between a bottom bait, a pop-up, a wafter or a snowman rig. So to attach these bits, it's really simple. So you get the soft coated loop, push it through the first loop of the boom, then you get the boom section and push the rest of it back through the loop like that. Pull it over the crimping bit and just pull it tight like that. And that is so quick and so simple. And as I mentioned, there's other bits within it. So that's a bottom bait as it is. If I wanted to turn that into a pop-up, potentially I'd put some putty over where it's gone loop to loop, which would hold it down. Or I'd use the ever faithful shot on the hook, which can then just make it a little bit more aggressive. But that combi section there and the ready-made boom, it's just so quick and easy. Now, this is a rig presentation that I use quite a lot, and I make my own combi sections, I crimp my own boom sections. So the fact that I can do this really simply and so much faster, these products might have actually convinced me to give ready-made rigs a try, because they're just so convenient and they take away so much faff. So I think the days of my rig snobbery are finally over, because hands down I would have no problem casting one of these pole position rigs out. They're well made, the hooks are pin sharp and the hook link is strong. And let's face it, you can't go into any type of angling retailer at the moment without seeing some form of ready-made rigs, and that just proves how popular they are in the industry, and if they didn't catch fish, they wouldn't be available. These rigs that I've gone through today are all available on the Pole Position website, so maybe have a quick look over there and choose which ones best suit your angling needs. Well, that's all from me, because I'm going to get my fishing head on and hopefully try and nick one before I leave. But if you've not done so already, please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next one.